the neutral floor. What goes down? Alvey into the paint for Taylor. Turns, left-hand hook, no. Alvey, offensive rebound and stick back. Carson-Newman fires the opening punch with a Michaela Alvey offensive rebound and second chance bucket. Bears go against the Eagles man. Harmon pulls from the right side of the lane and knocks it down from 10 feet out. Emily Harmon capable. The All-Sac second teamer had 12 in the first round win, or the quarterfinal win over Coker. Michael inside to Penland, bounce feed Taylor cutting, right hand, flips it over Lindstrom and in off the window. Good ball movement by the Eagles to get Taylor a shot in the zone. She was dominant yesterday in fouling out against Anderson, had 13 and went to work inside. Hill measures a three. It won't go down. Campbell the rebound. Campbell pushing tempo, kicking Rutherford. Open look from deep in transition. Rutherford nails it. Eagles have scored the last 5, and it's a 7-point game. Harmon. Inside out action. Crooks, quick trigger on the long two, knocks it down. Good answer there from Blakely Crooks. Taylor. Outside to Rutherford. Brings two to the ball. Kick Weichel wide open from deep. And the Sac's second all-time leading scorer. Can't find it from there, and it bounces over the backboard, through the curtains, and down to the tunnels of the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center. (7-4). Carson-Newman leading early. Hill on the weave over to Harmon, gets north-south, spins and dishes. Off the head of the key for Jones. Takes the three, misses it short. Jones not a volume shooter. She's 7 of 21 from beyond the arc on the year. Eagles grab the rebound and bring it front court. Rutherford, she wants another triple. Rutherford left it short off the front iron, bounces out of bounds, back to Lenoir-Rhyne. Couple good looks from deep for Carson-Newman. And it has not been a shooter's gym. Teams that have had success from beyond the arc have been really selective throughout this tournament in their three-point shooting. That was a good open look from Rutherford. But teams that shoot volume threes have struggled a little bit in this gym. Alvey, nice deflection. Weichel takes it away. Teams that come to mind are Coker's men and Lincoln Memorial's women. Alvey, extra pass, Penland. Lindstrom, good closeout. LR stretches out its zone. Crooks a kick out of bounds, stays with Carson-Newman. Eagles were 8 of 24 from beyond the arc in yesterday's game. Didn't really need a ton of threes. They got great action inside against the Trojans, especially in the second half. 5 on the shot clock. Alvey mishandles it out of bounds. It's back to Lenoir-Rhyne. So the Bears take the basketball back. 7-4 ball game. Eagles haven't scored in 2 minutes. But Lenoir-Rhyne has just the one bucket in that span. Taylor a steal at the head of the key. One-on-one, racing to the rim. Taylor is bumped and fouled by Makiba Jones, and she takes a hard tumble into the stanchion. First foul of the day goes on Jones, her first. First on the Bears. And 2 free throws result for Lindsay Taylor. Neither team has scored in 2 minutes. That stops here with a Taylor free throw. Out to a 4-point Carson-Newman lead. Taylor's second. Didn't get the roll. Lindstrom boxes out Pinland for the rebound. Lindstrom hustles front court. Hill showing a three, pump faking it. Now she sends the offense in motion. Hill not really a three-point shooter. 6 of 21 from beyond the arc on the year. Crooks inside, off balance. Leaner won't go. Taylor taps the rebound to Weichel. Taylor. Inside out action. Weichel head of the key. Harmon sticks to her. Two all-sack players going one-on-one. Or gets back in its zone. Eagles go 3 around 2. Weichel show and go on Harmon. Gets into the lane. Double clutches and air balls. And Makiba Jones grabs the board. Crooks pulls from the left elbow. 15-footer is good for Blakely Crooks. That stops Lenoir-Rhyne's near 3-minute scoring drought. Pulls him within 2. Does Alvey have an answer? She does not. It's long off the heel. Eagles haven't made a shot from the field in more than 3 minutes. But maintain a 2-point lead on the Sacs' top scoring defense. Crooks off the mark from the line. Alvey the rebound and running. Weichel. High post deflection by Jones. Hill off to the races. Pinland got a piece, but got her with the arm swiping through. First personal on Campbell Pinland. First team foul on the Eagles, and we come to a break. 8-6, Carson-Newman leads. Eagles maintaining the edge in spite of not making a shot from the field in the last 4 minutes. Last bucket for the Eagles was a Rutherford three that made it 7-2 90 seconds in. Back to Rock Hill after this. This is SAC Live.
Takes community. Savor each bite, sip delicious beverages, and immerse yourself in a vibrant variety of flavors. The Powerhouse Food Hall, where history comes alive through every bite.
.433 to go in the first quarter. Makiba Jones is at the line for Lenoir-Rhyne with an opportunity to tie this contest up. Been tied once. Eagles have been up by as many as 5 here in the early going as Jones misfires. And Lenoir-Rhyne set to bring on its pressing unit. 5 fresh bodies set to check in for the defending tournament champs, Lenoir-Rhyne. The last 2 tournament champions on the floor right now. Eagles won it in 2022, Lenoir-Rhyne in 2023. Bears trying to repeat as champs. Last one was Tusculum in 2020 and 2021. A drive for Alvey, she's fouled. Put this personal on Merceron. Her first, team's second. Eagles still with a 1-point lead. Weichel off the inbounds, pump fakes the three, dribbles inside, cut off by Hill. Over to Alvey. Hangs, floats, and connects. First bucket from the field for the Eagles in 4 minutes and 14 seconds. Carson-Newman has maintained its lead through that stretch. 3-point edge for the Eagles as Gathers goes to work. Inside drive, Taylor blocks Fields' shot. And Carson-Newman brings it left to right. Weichel dispossessed by Gathers, but she reached. First on Gathers, third on the Bears. Carson-Newman was eliminated in the quarterfinals last year by the team that it eliminated in the quarterfinals this season, Anderson. Lenoir-Rhyne trying to defend its championship. The Bears beat Anderson in the title game last season. Wingate awaits the winner of this one in the championship. The Bulldogs title game bound for the first time since 2019. Michael. Bounce for Gonzalez, flips it to Alvey. 5 on the shot clock. Alvey, tough two. Won't go down. Crooks grabs the rebound. Alvey a career-high 22 in the quarterfinal win against Anderson. Got 4 so far here today on 2 of 4 shooting. 3 airballed by Lindstrom. Eagles the other way. Alvey. Around the horn, LR stretches out its zone. Weichel wants to fire from range, but misfires. Lindstrom out of the fray with the rebound. Driving, dishing, extra pass. Harmon passes up the 3, gets it to Crooks for an open look, and Crooks connects. Blakely Crooks, one of the conference's most efficient three-point shooters at 44%, gets open in transition to make it a 10-point game. Or a 10-all game, I should say. Well, he stumbles but keeps the play alive. There's a steal at the head of the key by Harmon. Harmon doesn't have numbers. 1 on 3, peels it back. Gets it inside. Harmon cutting to the cup. Teardrop. Hits nylon. Lenoir-Rhyne has scored 5 straight to take its first lead. Eagles, one of their last 7 from the field, looking for an answer. Rogers, step through, floater with the right hand, stops a 2-minute scoring drought for the Eagles and ties it up. All square, both teams have made 1 free throw, both teams have made 1 3, and both teams have made 5 shots. Dead even ball game as a result. 3 ties, 1 lead change in this one. Crooks spins on Alvey, who falls. Crooks has her shot redirected by Taylor. Eagles collect. Rogers coast to coast, dribbles it off her foot, and it's stolen by Jones. 3 on 2. Jones weaving on Weichel and Alvey. Alvey ties her up. Possession arrow keeps it with the Bears. A 12-12 ball game against the conference's top scoring defense in Lenoir-Rhyne and the second best scoring offense in Carson-Newman. He was 9th in the country in scoring, 2nd in the league. Got a flop warning on Carson-Newman, I believe. Not sure who that would have been called on, at least in that sequence. Glass, long 2 from the wing. Taylor prevents a second. Gonzalez. Glass comes out to defend her at the top of the zone. Weichel. He was shuffling it around the perimeter. Weichel open from deep. Front of the 10, no good. Rebound pings through Lindstrom's hands, but to Crooks. Harmon. 10-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Shot clock at 10 as Harmon escalates offense. Drives, slips, and draws a foul. This one is charged to Lindsay Taylor. Her first, team's second. And Emily Harmon, a second team All-SAC selection, off to the line to shoot 2. Harmon leaves it short. Gains the second. One-point lead for the Bears. Final possession, presumably, of the first quarter for Carson-Newman. Boshear's pass stolen away. Glass off to the races. Hangs and finishes. Lenoir-Rhyne takes its biggest lead of the game at the end of one. It's a 15-12 lead for Lenoir-Rhyne. Quality defensive effort for the Bears as LR goes on an 8-2 run to outscore the Eagles over the final 3 minutes of the period and take this lead after one. We're back to Rock Hill after this on SAC Live. The first quarter in the defending SAC champs lead by 3 after one. Carson-Newman ball out of the quarter break. Rutherford. Boshear's at the top of the key. Rutherford splits two defenders, lost the handle on it. Tie up, jump ball, arrow to the Bears. Lenoir-Rhyne basketball after the tie up. Bears as good as anybody out there at forcing turnovers, plus 7.6 per game this season. 6th in the country, the league leaders. +4 right now in the turnover margin. Have a 5-1 edge in points off turnovers. Crooks from the corner wants the 3 ball. Won't go down. Boshear seizes it for the Eagles. 3 ties it, but Carson-Newman's 1 for 6. Penland spins inside, flips it up, clips it in, working around Makiba Jones. Penland with her first points. Bears by 1. Glass off the feed from Crooks, halfway down and out. Taylor wrestles in the rebound. Teams are combined 2 of 11 from beyond the arc to start this game. Carson-Newman 3rd in the conference in 3-point shooting. Bears are 11th. Penland for Boshears. Back to Penland. And she walked. Turnover number 7 for Carson-Newman. Ball back to the Bears. It's just the second turnover for the Eagles that hasn't been a steal for Lenoir-Rhyne. Jones hangs and hits. Nice take by Makiba Jones for her first points. She had 19 and 13 in the Bears' quarterfinal win over Coker. Back to a 3-point Lenoir-Rhyne lead. Eagles led by 5 early, Bears up by 3. That's their biggest advantage. Penland steps back, shoots over top of Jones, missed it long. Boshears taps the rebound out, but she got a piece of Gathers in the process. First personal on Skylar Boshears. First foul of the period on Carson-Newman. Bears with it front court. Gathers, saved in the corner by Harmon. Nice on-target pass for Jones. Bangs in on Taylor and finishes through contact. Biggest lead for Lenoir-Rhyne is 5. Penland moves inside, cut off, kicks Alvey. Lob inside, tipped by Jones. Alvey recovers. Rutherford dribbles through traffic. It's Alvey for an elbow jumper off the mark. Taylor an offensive rebound. Slams it off the underside of the backboard after drawing contact with Jones, and it's out of bounds. Taylor trying to draw a foul there. She just pushed that one off the underside of the backboard. Ball goes back to Lenoir-Rhyne. Bears have outscored the Eagles 12-4 over the last 7 minutes of game action. Turning what was once a 5-point Carson-Newman lead into a 5-point lead for the Bears of their own. Nice drive, but a miss by Gathers, and the rebound tapped out of bounds back to Carson-Newman. Eagles looking for their first points in more than 2 minutes as Taylor exits for Maddie Knuckles. Carson-Newman trying to claim its third sack title in the last 6 seasons. Lenoir-Rhyne trying to go back-to-back. Knuckles, nice cut, connects off glass, and the foul. Maddie Knuckles enters and promptly stops a 2.5-minute Eagle scoring drought. The foul goes on Lindstrom. That's her first. The first of the quarter for the Bears, and Knuckles finishes off the and one opportunity. Back to a 2-point game. Both teams 2 for 5 from the field here in the second quarter. Difference right now, those 7 Carson-Newman turnovers. Hill wants a left wing 3, and that's down. Malia Hill hits her 7th 3 of the season. She's got 4, and the Bears stretch it back to 5. Knuckles, pass deflected, Hill the steal in the corner. 8th Carson-Newman giveaway. Harmon from distance, heat check off the mark. Knuckles corrals. Penland pulls from range. Penland swirls it in. Big time answer for Campbell Penland. And it's back to a 2-point game. Jones on the block, spins into Knuckles, has her shot blocked, but she draws a foul. Is it on Knuckles or the help side defender Weichel? It's on Knuckles. First on Knuckles, second on the Eagles. 22-20, Lenoir-Rhyne leading. The higher seeded Bears and defending SAC champs fell behind by 5 early, but recovered with a 12-4 run to grab a 5-point lead of their own. Teams have swapped baskets since as Jones calmly connects on the first free throw. She's got 5 points for Lenoir-Rhyne. Crooks leads all scorers with 7 for the Bears, but she's enjoying a respite on the bench. Second free throw's missed, 3-point game. Low scoring affair between the SAC's #1 scoring defense and its second highest scoring offense. Alvey lobs for Knuckles, draws 2 to the ball, bounce feed back to Alvey, who's blocked. Knuckles recovers. Penland. Out of Knuckles, screen back to Knuckles, who fires from deep. Knuckles off the underside of the basket, flips it out to Alvey. Shot clock did not reset. Now the officials notice. They're going to chat things over. Oh, that's a hard break for Carson-Newman to have play stopped with 1 on the shot clock. So the Eagles will at least get to head into a media timeout to draw something up. 4:31 to go in the second. Lenoir-Rhyne 23 and Carson-Newman 20. Some of the Eagles' lowest scoring games this season have come against the Bears. Feels like it's headed that direction for the reigning champs and the SAC's top scoring defense. We're back after this on SAC Live. .431 to play in the second quarter. Lenoir-Rhyne 23, Carson-Newman 20. In what has been a back and forth affair between the Eagles and Bears. Now, Carson-Newman led by 5 early, but a 12-4 run for the Bears as the shot clock expires. Eagles didn't get that off quick enough. The ball back to Lenoir-Rhyne to finish the thought. 12-4 run for the Bears spanning the quarter break. Put them up by 5. They're in control right now in the latter stages of the first half. Crooks, game high 7. Skips out Hill. Hill, inside out action for Glass. 10 on the shot clock. Glass. Ends up cutting Lindstrom. Harmon. Long 2 is strong. Rutherford the rebound. Arc stays in its zone. Eagles have only hit the 1-3, haven't shot him out of it. Long 2 there for Alves, high off the window. Bears can stretch it back to 5 or establish a new largest lead on this possession if they want to shoot a 3 and make it. Brooks doubled on the block. Got a whistle and a foul. Campbell Pinland charged with her second. The team's third, and Gonzalez, Taylor, and Rogers check back in for the Eagles, replacing Weichel, Knuckles, and Rutherford. So Pinland stays on the floor with 2 fouls. Crooks takes the inbounds. Left around the screen, fires from the elbow, and knocks it down from 15. Crooks, a master of the mid-range, has 9 points to lead all scorers, and Lenoir-Rhyne has matched its biggest lead. Near turnover there. Nice tap by Hill on the Gonzalez pass. Pinland from range. Pinland connects. And will Pinland, a timely triple there for the Eagles to stop a 2-minute scoring drought. Harmon, drive in a dish. Hill rotates back out to Harmon. Harmon, hop step. Shot from the block is too strong. A reach for Harmon as Rogers brought it front court. First on Harmon, second on the Bears. Low scoring affair here in Rock Hill after we watched a 90-77 track meet from Wingate and Catawba to send the Bulldogs on to championship Friday at 4. Pinland. It's to Gonzalez in the corner. Slips it back to Pinland, back to Gonzalez. Bears zone, forcing the Eagles deep into the shot clock again. Pinland shoots over the top of it and is long. It's out of bounds. Doesn't matter whether it hit rim or not. Might have grazed the iron. It's Bear basketball. Whether it's a shot clock violation or just ball out of bounds is irrelevant. Lenoir-Rhyne by 2. Bears shooting 42% from the field. They've only turned it over twice. Here's a 3 from Lindstrom off the mark front of the rim. Pinland into the high post for Rogers. Twists around to Alvey for a 3. Alvey's shot is short. Rebound pings off of Taylor out of bounds. Carson-Newman, 3 of 11 from deep, although they are 2 of 5 in the quarter. Lenoir-Rhyne, 2 of 9 from beyond the arc. 2-point game. Carson-Newman has turned it over 9 times. Bears outscoring the Eagles 7-0, or 7-1 in points off turnovers, but Carson-Newman has more second chance points than the Bears. Alvey blocks Crook's shot. Rogers races front court with the rebound. Weichel, scoreless. First team All-SAC player. Taylor misses at the rim. Rogers is scooped, no. Rogers' third chance, kicks to Weichel for a 3. Weichel finds the bottom of the barrel, and just like that, It's back in Carson-Newman's favor. 6 in a row for the Eagles. Bears haven't scored in 2 minutes. They'll have a chance to stop that at the line as Glass is fouled. It's the first on Alvey and the fourth on the Eagles. First one's through for Glass. Just 6 of 10 at the line this season. He goes 2 of 2 on that trip. Bears back in front by 1. That stops Carson-Newman's 6-0 run. And ends the Bears' 2.5-minute scoring drought. Weichel. Penland at the head of the key. Penland drops the shoulder, airballs the layup. Jones might have gotten a piece. It's tapped out of bounds by Lindstrom. Stays with Carson-Newman with 8 to shoot. Penland gets the inbound, shuffles up a shot, pops out the front iron, and Lindstrom gets it front court. Shot clock is off for the Bears. Lenoir hasn't made a shot from the field in the last 3 minutes. Eagles are one of their last 7 here in a rock fight. Turnover. 7 seconds left. Weichel the steal. Ahead to Alvey. Drives on Crooks. Right hand. Layup will not count. A charge on Alvey. Crooks back in position to draw it. Second personal on Alvey. 5th team foul on the Eagles. It's a player control foul, so no free throws. Carson-Newman fans beside themselves with the call. Half-court heave, didn't get it off in time, and that is how the first half comes to a close. The defending SAC champion Lenoir-Rhyne Bears up by 1 in a defensive rock fight in our second women's semifinal. Wingate awaits in the title game tomorrow at 4 p.m. Have the second half for you here in 15 minutes here on SAC Live.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. Founded on the banks of a creek. This creek, Mossy Creek. We know a few things. We know the power of a liberal arts-based education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus. Within this community, we are found here and here and here and here and also here in the classroom, on the field. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are family on a journey of discovery.
I found my passion. I found my calling.
I found family.
I found a way to lead. I found a place to call my own.
I found purpose.
There's something for everyone.
We are.
We are.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Excellence, integrity, care, curiosity. These are the values that define who we are. A community of thinkers, competitors, and achievers passionately pursuing the path of a purpose-driven life. Because at Lenoir-Rhyne University, we are called to greatness. We are LR.
Back at the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center for second half action between the second-seeded Lenoir-Rhyne Bears and the third-seeded Carson-Newman Eagles. Winner gets the fourth-seed Wingate in the SAC title game on Friday at 4 p.m. Defensive first half of basketball between the Eagles and Bears. So Lenoir-Rhyne by one. Coming out of the halftime locker room. What does the second half have in store for us here from Rock Hill, South Carolina? Bears have played a bunch of zone as Rutherford fires from the mid-range and gets their own miss. Pulls it back out and resets. Does Rutherford. Weichel, she's been quiet. Just 3 points for the league's second all-time leading scorer. Penland, baseline drive, right hand, flips it up and in for the lead. A sneaky little layup for Campbell Penland, and Carson-Newman's back on top. Harmon. Over to the corner for Jones. Faces up on Taylor, dribbles into the paint. 6 on the shot clock. Jones splits a triple team, and Rutherford takes it away from her. Rutherford one-on-one to the basket on Hill, lays it up and draws a foul. Malia Hill commits the harm, her first. First on the Bears, and Hill makes her earn these at the free throw line. So Rutherford to the stripe for Carson-Newman with an opportunity to extend a 1-point lead. Barely grazes iron with the first. It was a tight game at the break yesterday for Carson-Newman with Anderson. With the Eagles opened the second half on a 10-0 run to seize control. Rutherford knocks down the second, and it's a 2-point game. Neither team has led by more than 5 in this one. Classic tight tournament basketball between the Eagles and Bears. Crooks kicking outside for Hill. Back to Crooks in the corner. Spins around. Finds Lindstrom for an open three. Back to the rim, no good. Long rebound. Harmon chases it down. Second chance for Lenoir-Rhyne. Hill. Backdoor cutting Crooks, saves it in off of Rutherford's knee into Penland. Penland attacking, laying it up, draws a foul. See who this is on. Jones in the area, and it is on Jones. Her second, the second on the Bears. 2 free throws for Campbell Penland. Eagles have scored all the points so far after halftime as Penland strokes the free throw. Eagles hoping this second half opens up the same way that it did yesterday against Anderson. Penland's second is true. 2-2 trip. Carson-Newman has scored the first 5 points of the second half, the same way the first half started for the Eagles with a 5-0 run. Harmon. Over to Lindstrom. High post for Jones. Taylor comes out to the defender. Jones, step back, long 2. Alvey gobbles up the rebound. Not a high percentage shot there for Jones. Penland, transition 3 ball, left it short. Bounces out of bounds. Back to the Bears, the ball goes. And Lenoir-Rhyne looks for its first points of the second half. Bears going for back-to-back titles. They've become the second school to pull that off this decade. Tusculum did it in 2020, 2021. Crooks fights through contact to finish. First points of the half for Lenoir-Rhyne. It's a 2-point game. Penland. Bounce feed Taylor through her hands and out of bounds. Lindsay Taylor. An extended look to the sky in frustration. That was set up for an easy 2 after Penland brought 2 to the ball. Lenoir-Rhyne can tie with a 2, take the lead with a 3 after the Eagles' 5-0 run. Hill offs it inside to Jones. Jones spins, shoots, doesn't score. Penland the rebound. Zip it inside, 2 defenders there. Lindstrom the steal. Rutherford, a deflection away from Malia Hill. Hill gathers it back in, and the Bears calm things down and set up shop in the front court. Knockdown. Quality shot from Harmon to tie it at 31. Penland from the stripe. Spins it out. Taylor offensive rebound. Stick back good. Harmon into the corner for Hill. Lobs for Lindstrom. She tries the triple and buries it. Lindstrom's a 41% shooter from deep. Eagles gave her a sliver of daylight and she made him pay. 1-point lead. Eagles the other way. Alvey for Weichel. 3's off the mark. Offensive rebound. Kick out. Weichel, second time. Not the charm. Whistle, foul, battling for the rebound. It's on Taylor, discarding Lindstrom. That's Taylor's second. The first on the Eagles. Bears by 1. Whistle and a foul away from the basketball here. Who's this on? If it's on Taylor, it's a quick third, and it is. So Lindsey Taylor, a quick third personal away from the basketball, brings us to a break. No different from where we were at halftime. Eagles scored the first 5 of the period to grab a 4-point lead. The Bears have responded with a 7-2 run and have a 1-point lead. That was the halftime margin. We step aside for a break. This is SAC tournament basketball action on SAC Live. Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand at the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center for our second semifinal of the day. It is Carson-Newman taking on the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for the right to play for the SAC championship tomorrow at 4 p.m. Wingate awaits. And after the Bulldogs eased past Catawba 90-77 in our first semifinal of the day. Bears ball out of the break. Crooks inside-out action for a Gathers triple, halfway down and out left side. Lindstrom an offensive rebound. Harmon second chance for Crooks. Dribbles to the elbow, 15-footer, automatic for the all-SAC first-teamer. 13 for Crooks to lead all scorers. 3-point lead for the Bears. They're on a 9-2 run. Good answer for LR after the Eagles grabbed a 4-point lead to start the second half. Knuckles inside on Lindstrom, partially blocked. Pinland an offensive rebound. Block taking it back up. Pinland grabs the rebound on the ground, and Mike Mincy calls for time. So we'll step aside for a break as well. Eagles have missed their last 4, one of their last 7 from the field. Bears in the middle of a 9-2 run. Carson-Newman trying to put a halt to it when we get back after this on SAC Live. Left in the third quarter. It is Lenoir-Rhyne that has seized control with a 9-2 run. Carson-Newman scored the first 5 of the half, but the Bears, a 9-2 run ever since. Eagles 2 of 9 from the field in the quarter, and has been the tale of the tape for Carson-Newman against Lenoir-Rhyne this season. Led at Schufert Arena back on January 13th and proceeded to go 2 of 14 from the field in the fourth quarter as the Bears rallied for a 2-point win. Knuckles heaves deep in the shot clock. Lindstrom the backside board. LR hustles ahead. Harmon working inside, off-balance runner won't fall. Weichel snatches up the rebound. Pass into the corner, deflected out by Glass. Lenoir-Rhyne, we saw them pressure Coker a bunch in the quarterfinal round. Haven't done that today against Carson-Newman. Eagles haven't showcased their press either today. A lot of half-court action. Pinland, good from 15. Campbell Pinland shouldering the scoring load in the semifinals for the Eagles. She's got 14 points and 6 rebounds. And that stops a string of 5 straight misses for the Eagles and makes it a 1-point game. Harmon from the elbow. Good from 15. Harmon and Crooks have done a lot of damage from the free throw line. Harmon with 9. Penland, extra pass, Weichel. Rogers, good ball movement. Penland open from deep. Penland buries it. 17 for Campbell Penland. She leads all scorers. The daughter of the Sac Football Offensive Player of the Year in 1996, Matt Penland, has tied it at 38. Harmon, twisting answers in the lane. Harmon, the second bear into double figures. She's got 11. Rogers, nice feed, knuckles, but the reverse layup strong. Business picking up a little bit. Bears have hit 5 of their last 7. Crooks wants a straight on 3. Front of the rim, no good. Penland, her 7th rebound. Rogers, inside out action, extra pass, Penland. Elbow jumper, Penland. Missed it long. Weichel tracks down the long rebound after the Alvey tip. Alvey wants a 3 for the lead. Bang, bang. Michaela Alvey had 22 yesterday. She's got 7 tonight. And Carson-Newman retakes the lead. Business picking up in Rock Hill. Crooks, long 2, barely draws iron. Non-rhythm shot for Blakely Crooks. Rogers. Bears settle back in their zone. Eagles have had some good ball movement. Weichel off the extra pass. From range, connects. Back-to-back triples. Off great ball movement against the zone for the Eagles. And Carson-Newman's up by 4. 6 in a row for the Eagles. LR looking for an answer. Gathers. Tied up inside, jump ball. Arrow favors the Bears with 11 on the shot clock. Rutherford and Lindstrom will check back in. Well, all of a sudden for Carson-Newman, the ball is not sticking against the zone. Eagles have had some phenomenal ball movement, and it's generated some open looks from deep. 10 to shoot, Crooks. She's been really good today. Drives, can't get the layup to fall. Rebound punched out. 4 on the shot clock. Didn't hit rim. 2 and 1. Lindstrom fouled in the act of shooting from 3 by Rogers. 1 on the shot clock. Lindstrom was heaving up a prayer. And now the 83% free throw shooter will get to head to the line. Discussion over whether or not this is a 2 or a 3. And I think we might get our first official replay review of the tournament. So the foul's on Rogers. We know that. Her first. Team second. And for the first time all tournament, we indeed are headed to the monitor. So the question here will be whether or not this is a 2 or a 3-point attempt. We've got to look. I do think Lindstrom was behind based on what I saw. They take the look and confirm 3. 3 free throws for Tilda Lindstrom. First one's through. Second of 3 through. Third third one, 3 for 3, 1 point game. That stops the Eagles' 6-0 run. Knuckles, baseline drive, bounce feed Rogers, kick Pinland, open look, rims out right side. Hill grabs the rebound. Third time not the charm for the Eagles, but CN is 3 of 8 from deep in the quarter. LR gets the final shot of the period. Harmon, 2 and 1, skips, Hill, pumps, steps left, triple, air ball. And that is how the third comes to a close. Carson-Newman uses a 6-0 run with back-to-back 3 balls to take a 1-point lead with 10 minutes to play. Winner to the SAC title game to take on Wingate. Back after this on SAC Live.
The legacy began in 1973. That was the year NCAA Division II was born. And since the very first day, our division has shaped generations of student athletes with a true sense of academics, athletics, and community. That is 5 decades of graduations, championships, teamwork, and personal development. 50 years of shaping student athletes into world-class leaders. NCAA Division II. Our division, our legacy.
Been a high-quality game here in our second SAC semifinal. More of a defensive rock fight than we saw in the opener between Wingate and Catawba, but it has been entertaining. 6 ties, 6 lead changes. Neither team has led by more than 5 in a matchup between 2 teams that are almost certainly bound for the NCAA tournament here in 10 days. Selection show on Sunday. Pinland moves around on glass. They're staying in their zone. Weichel on the baseline. Been quiet today. Pumps, leans, can't hit. Double clutched on Jones, who might have altered her shot. Weichel with 6 points on 2 of 8 shooting, 2 of 7 from deep. That's the SAC's second all-time leading scorer with more than 2,600 points to her name. 26-31 to be exact, coming in. Harmon, step back 2, buries it, and the Bears are in front. Big time shot for Emily Harmon. Pinland. Alvey, touch it to Rogers, drop it for Taylor, pumps and leans and lays for 2. Back to Carson-Newman. Something to be mindful of, the Eagles' fourth quarters against the Bears this season. Lenoir-Rhyne's defense did a number on Carson-Newman in the 2 meetings this season. Eagles 6 of 30 from the field in the fourth quarter against Lenoir-Rhyne this year. Hill tosses into the corner. Lindstrom drives baseline, reverse layup, strong. A whistle and an offensive foul. Lindstrom collided with Alvey going through. Second on Lindstrom. First on the Eagles. Or first on the Bears, pardon me. 1-point lead for Carson-Newman. Margins have been razor thin all day long. Neither team has led by more than 5. Consistent 1 to 2 possession game for the first 32 minutes of this one. 6 ties, 8 lead changes. Rutherford deep in the shot clock. Deflected away. Glass off to the races. Glass evades the swipe from Weichel and lays it in for the lead. 6 for Glass. Bears by 1. Another turnover. Back-to-back giveaways. The interception by Crooks. 14th turnover for the Eagles. Their -8 turnover margin. Harmon. Pass too tall. Saved in by Crooks, but right to Penland, who was ready to scoop it up. Penland. Hands off for Rutherford. Good active hands by Lenoir-Rhyne defensively. Weichel from the free throw line. 15-footer, misfires. Harmon the rebound. Campbell Penland, the only Eagle in double figures. She has 17. It's the two all-sack performers. Harmon and Crooks, both with 13 for the Bears. LR by 1. Glass measures and hits. 15th three of the year for Jada Glass, and that prompts a timeout from Mike Mincy. Bears have scored the last 5 to take a 4-point lead. 6:33 to go in the fourth. Lenoir-Rhyne 50, Carson-Newman 46. Here on SAC Live.
Sure, we've been around a while. 171 years to be exact. Founded on the banks of a creek. This creek, Mossy Creek. We know a few things. We know the power of a liberal arts-based education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus. Within this community, we are found here and here and here and here and also here in the classroom, on the field. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are family on a journey of discovery.
I found my passion. I found my calling.
I found family.
I found a way to lead. I found a place to call my own.
I found purpose.
There's something for everyone.
We are.
We are.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Lenoir-Rhyne has answered. Carson-Newman taking a lead with a 5-0 run. And the Eagles looking for their first points in 2 minutes and change, down by 4. Bears trying to win their second straight SAC title and go back-to-back. Eagles looking for their third title in 6 years. They paved the way for a comeback. Nice high post touch, gets it inside for Alvey for an easy 2. She's got 9. Back to a 2-point game. 6 ties, 9 lead changes in this one. Neither team is led by more than 5. Crooks post moves on Alvey. Doesn't get the roll. Offensive rebound. Weichel a strip. Saved by Gathers, and a whistle and a foul. It's on Alvey, her third. First on the Eagles of the quarter. Second chance for the Bears. Carson-Newman plus 10 on the glass, -7 in the turnover margin. Those two things have evened out. Glass. Gets it to Crooks. Around to Lindstrom. Lindstrom finds a cutting Harmon through her hands. Mishandled out of bounds. Stays with Lenoir-Rhyne, but with 4 to shoot. And Graham Smith wants to talk things over. So Graham Smith burns a 30-second timeout. He's got 2 30s and a full left. Mike Mincy at a 30 and a full remaining.
For the latest news and information about the SAC, be sure to visit www.thesac.com.
Carson-Newman, 35 rebounds to 25 for the Bears. Eagles have 13 offensive boards and a 12-5 advantage in second chance points. On the flip side, Carson-Newman has 7 more turnovers than Lenoir-Rhyne. Bears an 11-4 advantage in points off turnovers. And those 2 advantages evening out. Man, we've been even all day long. Neither team has led by more than 5. We've had 6 ties. We've had 9 lead changes. And the teams have virtually led for an equal amount of time. Inbounds comes for a Jones 3. Back of the rim, no good. Jones has made 1 3 this tournament as Alvey's fouled. Probably not the first option on that play for the Bears. Jones, the foul here, is her 3rd and the 2nd on LR. Michaela Alvey, an opportunity to level it up at the line. 64% for the season. Calmly connects on the first. If Carson-Newman does have a weakness, it is the Eagles' free throw shooting. 68.6%, bottom 3rd nationally. Alvey gets the roll here, a 2-for-2 trip. Eagles have scored the last 4 to knot it at 50. Vintage tournament rock fight between Carson-Newman and Lenoir-Rhyne. Jones slashes inside to Crooks, turns, fades, it hits. 15 for the first team all-SAC performer, Blakely Crooks. Back to a 2-point Bear lead. High post touch for Taylor. Pinland dispossessed, she walks. Turnover number 15. Under 5 to play. Bears trying to stretch it back to 2 possessions. Crooks, bounce feed Lindstrom. Good look from the corner, but strong. Weichel wins the rebounding battle with the taller Jones. Taylor off to Weichel. Inside Taylor, cutting Rutherford. Dribbles through traffic and gets tripped. To whom is this charged? It's on Jones, that's her 4th. Team's 3rd. Oh, pardon me. Counted the wrong number of fingers there. It was actually on Lindstrom, not Jones. That's Lindstrom's 3rd. Loose ball on the inbounds. Alvey scoops it up, and Mike Mincy gets a timeout off. Graham Smith and his coaching staff nonplussed. Mike Mincy able to get a timeout off, but he only has 1 timeout remaining. That can come into play in a tight game with opportunities to advance late. Alvey to inbound. Eagles down by 2. Wrap-around pass for Taylor. Quality defense by the Bears on Pinland. Deflection. Pinland has it in the backcourt for Alvey. She launches from the half-court stripe. Off the backboard, didn't catch rim. Shot clock violation. Alvey with the awareness to at least get 1 off. Deep in the shot clock. Two-point lead. LR trying to stretch it to 2 possessions. Glass fires. Front of the rim, no good. Lindstrom saves in the rebound, but it's bouncing out of bounds back to Carson-Newman. Carson-Newman's shooting woes, or scoring woes, I should say, in 4th quarters against Lenoir-Rhyne continuing. Eagles just with 6 points today against the Bears. They were held to 5 in the meeting in Hickory, 11 in the meeting in Jeff City. Down by 2 with 3:30 to go. Carson-Newman's 2 for 4 from the field in the period, but they've turned it over 4 times. Michael. Alvey to the high post. Taylor catches, fires, and gets fouled. So Lindsey Taylor puts a 4th personal on Jones this time. 4th team foul on the Bears. Lenoir-Rhyne out of fouls to give. And Lindsey Taylor will try to stop a 2-minute scoring drought at the line, which she does. 8 for Lindsey Taylor. Quiet night for the Eagles. 2 all-conference players. Weichel with 6, Taylor with 8. Make it 9 as she ties it. 52-52 with 3:17 to go in the 4th quarter. 4 fourth-quarter turnovers for Carson-Newman. The Bears haven't been able to capitalize on it. Harmon. Bounce feed to Crooks. Alvey sticks to her. Crooks has had the hot hand with 15. Ducks the shoulder, up and under move. Sneaks it over the rim. It seesaws back in the Bears' favor. 8 ties, 9 lead changes. Lenoir-Rhyne by 2. LR bench and the faithful from Hickory making noise, trying to will LR to a stop to get to the title game. A turnover, a steal by Crooks, 5th giveaway of the period for Carson-Newman. Bears can make it a 2-possession game with 2:20 to go in the 4th. Lenoir-Rhyne will gleefully take the air out of the ball here. Harmon accelerating, laying it up, doesn't get the roll. Lindstrom an offensive rebound, but she's fouled. Rogers with her second. Second on the Eagles. Into the line goes Tilda Lindstrom. Husqvarna Sweden product is 3 for 3 at the line today. Make it 4 for 4 and a 3-point lead for Lenoir-Rhyne. One more free throw for Lindstrom. It's been a long time since we've had a 2-possession lead in this game, and that continues. First miss of the night for Lindstrom. 3-point lead for the Bears. Eagles onto the offensive end. Haven't attempted a 3 here in the quarter. Pinland, elbow jumper, good from 15. 19 for Campbell Pinland to lead all scorers. 1-point lead for Lenoir-Rhyne with 1:40 to play. Now it's the crowd from Jefferson City who makes a little noise. Trying to will Carson-Newman to a stop. Crooks in the high post. Backs down Alvey, spins, up and under move, gets separation, and lays it in. 19 for Crooks. Back to a 3-point Bear lead. High post for Taylor, out to Weichel. Penland darts inside, bounces Taylor, layup no, got her own miss. Second chance, yes, and 1. Big time moves in a big time situation for the All-SAC first teamer Lindsey Taylor. The foul was on Lindstrom, her 4th, and the 5th on Lenoir-Rhyne. Taylor an opportunity to tie the game, which she does. 12 for Lindsey Taylor. 57-57, 50 seconds left. Graham Smith calls for time as the Bears bring it front court. Well, this finish emblematic of how tight this game has been. 9 ties, 9 lead changes. It has been a 2-possession game for the duration. Neither team has led by more than 5 points. And here in the fourth quarter, we've had 1 lead greater than a possession. Lenoir-Rhyne took a 4-point lead with 6 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the period on a glass 3. Eagles answered with 4 in a row, and since then, neither team has led by more than 3. Crazy tight basketball here in Rock Hill. In fact, in the second half, we've only had 2 leads that have been 2 possessions. It has been a 1-possession ball game for pretty much, I don't know, let's call it 18 and a half of the last 20 minutes. LR basketball in a 57-57 tie. Go with Crooks, 19 points and has been efficient getting there, 9 of 17. 23-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Bears could go 2 for 1 if they hustle, but probably a little too late now. Crooks at the head of the key, 9 to shoot. Isolated on Rogers. Crooks, shake and bake, 5 and 4. Crooks stumbling, stripped. Rutherford takes it away. Shot clock off. Eagles bring it front court. Let it play out. Yes, no timeout. Weichel being instructed by Mike Mincy. Tie game 57. 9 and 8. Weichel, head of the key, splits 2 defenders, gathers, free throw line, jumper, it counts, and 1! Braylon Weichel puts Carson-Newman in front. Big time bucket from Braylon. The foul is on glass, her first. And Weichel a chance to make it a 3-point game with 3.5 to play. Weichel is true. Graham Smith will call timeout and advance the ball table side with 3.5 to play. Lenoir-Rhyne with a turnover, a Rutherford steal. And the Eagles have gone on a 6-0 run in the last 53 seconds off of back-to-back and ones from the 2 all-sack performers, Lindsey Taylor and Braylon Weichel, to take the lead late. Kind of game that can elevate your heart rate. So Lenoir-Rhyne will burn 2 timeouts in this stretch. And Graham Smith will further discuss things with Lenoir-Rhyne. Bears are out of timeouts with 3.5 seconds to play. LR, 4 of 17 from beyond the arc. Trying to repeat as champions. They'll need a 3 or an and 1 to send it to overtime. If you're Carson-Newman, got to play without fouling. Glass to inbound. Glass looks left for Harmon. She catches. Weichel promptly fouls her. Carson-Newman does have fouls to give. A second comes off the clock. That's the first on Weichel. The third on the Eagles. One more foul to give. Glass will inbound. Looks to Harmon. Gets it into her. Harmon. Her three is blocked by Rutherford. Ball game. Carson-Newman will play for its second SAC championship in the last 3 years. The Eagles bounce the defending champions 60-57 with a 6-0 run in the last minute. Back-to-back and ones from the two all-SAC first-teamers, Lindsey Taylor and Braylon Weichel, survive and advance for the Eagles in a rock fight. The field is set for Championship Friday. Carson-Newman versus Wingate tomorrow at 4 p.m. For our director-producer, Donald Carroll, I'm Adam Cavalier. Thanks for joining us. The final score from Rock Hill. The orange and blue are on to the title game. 60-57 winners over Lenoir-Rhyne. The men's semifinals up next. Carson-Newman and Lincoln Memorial take the floor at 5 p.m. here on SAC Live.